Happy Saturday. Okay, it's time for deaf culture Q&A. So I have 3 questions. The first one was, how do deaf people know when there's a fire? That was a good question. So normally we have fire alarms, right? And they're loud and annoying. But if a deaf person can't hear, then they're not going to know if there's a fire, right? Yes, if they only have the sound one, maybe. But most deaf people in their homes have visual alarms, or alarms that will let them know. So you've seen at school maybe, or at in another business, the fire alarms that have lights that will strobe, flash on and off. Deaf people can order those special in their home. They also can set up, they have special alarm clocks by their bed. If a flashing light's not going to wake them up, then they can have a vibrator that's under their pillow or under their mattress in their bed, and it will shake the bed, and they're very strong. My daughter has one for her alarm clock. And you can hook it up to, let's say, a fire alarm or a doorbell. Someone's knocking at the door, rings the doorbell. It can hook up to the light, the flash, or the vibrator will shake to let them know that someone's there or there's a fire. Also, they now have baby monitors that are visual. Some of them have the screen to show the baby, and some of them have lights, or a set of lights to show the volume of the baby. So if it's just a little bit, they know that maybe it's just they're trying to go to sleep or something, and then the lights start flashing more of them, then they know maybe the baby's upset, crying. So, good question. And parents of deaf kids, if you're interested in finding out that technology and getting some, it's kind of expensive, but there are grants and things available. If you contact your local Commission for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing, they might be able to help you get them even free. So check it out. Second question, can deaf people drive? Yes, they can. And actually, statistically, they are better drivers than we are, we hearing people. Sometimes, well, here's a good little tidbit of information. The first deaf driver and owner of a motor vehicle invented the wing mirrors, the side mirrors. So that's pretty cool. They are more aware of what's going on visually. And if you think about it, us hearing people, we turn up the radio. Sometimes it's way too loud. We can't hear anything going around us anyway, right? So sometimes we're more deaf than a deaf driver. Sometimes taking the driver's test or driver's ed classes, they'll have an interpreter sit in the back seat, and they'll adjust the mirror so they can see the interpreter when the teacher or when the test taker is giving instructions. The deaf person can look and see the interpreter in the back seat. Okay, third question. Do all deaf people automatically know ASL? Good question again, and no. First of all, ASL is like English. Not the whole world speaks English. Different countries have their own sign languages. So In England, it's BSL, British Sign Language, and it looks totally different. Our vowels, A, E, I, O, U, look like this, A, E, I, O, U. So who knew, right? Also, some deaf don't know any sign languages at all. They may grow up oral, where they just learn to read lips and speak, and that's it. They don't know sign language. Some deaf grow up using cued speech, which is a totally different system, and it's to help reading and writing. And that some of them just grow up knowing only cued speech and learn sign language maybe later. You never know. So it's good to learn. It's good, benefits you in lots of ways. And if you meet a deaf person, if they know sign language, then that's perfect. If not, you can always ask, are you deaf? Do you know sign? If not, then you can write back and forth, or text, or gesture, communicate however you can. Okay, good. Hi guys. Good questions. Send me either through private message or comment below, and I will work on next week's deaf culture questions and answers. Bye guys.